As the darkness rises, so does This Is Pro Wrestling. And the Bearded Trio show, we have arrived.
This is becoming like a theater show. I like it.
The
Eternal One, Gary, holds the flame of the WrestleMan.
What you got in your hand there, Gary?
Oh, no accents. You can't do accents. That's
all right, Governor.
Canceled.
All right, Governor. Hey, let's celebrate. We're on time tonight, and there's only 2 people here at the beginning.
Everybody not really on time, okay?
We were on time.
You scheduled it.
Look, on time is on time. Scheduled for 7:15. We started at or around 7:15. That is called on time.
Man, you know what we forgot?
No one was here to see it.
You know what we forgot?
They'll all trickle in. They'll assume we're going to be 15 minutes late. So if you're here, say something so we can know that you're one of the ones that were here at the beginning, on time. Unlike us.
All accents, all shows. Roy Caps.
There
say without Roy Caps.
There's one. There's one.
Hey. Yep, there's Roy Caps.
All accents.
Tell your friends. Tell your friends we're on time. They don't have 15 more minutes.
He's calling for an all accent show, man.
All accent show. I don't know what accent I would do. I guess I'd just do Southern accent. That's just
on time. Nonny McPonny. Nathan's here.
Oh, man.
Oh,
so good.
Willie Bowen's here.
What would that mean?
Welcome, Willie.
We forgot our books of poetry.
Some poetry.
Oh yeah, I'm the poetry guy.
Just give us a quick
roses are red.
Just give us a quick haiku.
Haiku, I can't do that because it's like haiku is writing that also involves math. So I can't.
I like acting in ways I can't on the NWA show.
Who is this character? You have to name this gimmick.
Go get those journals. Just somebody. That's a good idea.
What's this gimmick? You have to name this gimmick, Gary.
Thanks for being here, Nathan.
Who's this gimmick that Gary is right now? Who's this character?
I don't know.
I think it's what do you think, Rob? I'm thinking,
what are you a doctor of, Dr. Stinson? Are you a doctor of the dark arts like I am?
That's like slapstick Harry Potter.
Commandant or freaking Bergen-Belsen concentration
Gray Wyatt. There you go. Nathan says Gray Wyatt.
Thank you, Dr.
Practicing
Stinson.
the magic of the Yankee candle.
Is the top of that candle burnt, Gary? Is that like burnt or is it supposed to?
It's burnt.
God, dude.
So it gets hot by flame burns for you, Will.
I don't know that they're supposed to like burn like char like that at the top. Are you lighting it correctly?
Oh, I don't like this one. What is this? An evil Winnie the Pooh coveting some glowing honey? Oh,
that's a good assessment.
Oh, bother.
Wait, I thought that was Eeyore. No, you're right. That's Winnie the Pooh.
Oh,
Eeyore's
man. I wish I'd have thought of that one. I'm studying the dark arts.
You can get it.
Oh, boy.
What? Get a degree in me.
What would that entail?
I don't know, man. A lot of.
Did you say a degree in doc?
You guys are in for a treat. Gary learned how to zoom his webcam. So.
It's the clearest I've ever seen your webcam, too, man.
I know. It looks great.
Oh, yeah. The room is still a work in progress. I got a new shelf, and I'm just trying to rearrange everything and get it together. And anyway, here we are.
Hey, 1 second. 1 second. Tanya.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, get Tanya on here.
See, I made her something on the grill, on the George Foreman grill tonight.
Oh, getting fancy.
GFG,
Hulk Hogan says that was going to be his grill, but he missed the call. He was at the gym.
Basically, the same thing happened to Nature Boy Buddy Landell. He missed the call. He said Flair was going to drop the belt to him. He was so strung out on crack and freaking cocaine and all that he passed out and missed the phone call.
Oh,
what?
True story. It's Buddy Landell tells that story on his shoot interview. I think on RF Video, one of those really of course, RM Video is the premier shoot interview company, but he's got a really, 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 really fascinating shoot interview. And Buddy, I don't know if you guys ever got to meet Buddy Landell. Super nice guy, very, very nice guy, very generous. Before he passed away, was always, we got to see him several times here and at the AWF, and great guy. And but he just tells a story that Flair took a liking to him, wanted to drop the belt to him, and but he was so strung out on drugs that he literally missed the call. Literally missed the call. Yeah.
That is why I'm not the NWA World's Champion.
Oh,
amongst other things.
That's why I'm on this show, because Gary called me and I was like, "Who is this?" And I accidentally answered it. Now I'm on the show.
Stuck.
I can't get out of this thing. Let's take some questions from the chat. What wrestler can beat the Goodyear blimp Tyrus? Matt Cardona. Good question.
Well, there's nothing left for us to do. All right, thanks for being here, everybody.
I just, wanted to take care of that.
I did. I found. I took a shower. I worked out and took a shower right before I got here, and then I was sitting there watching that interview, and I picked up my guitar for the first time in forever.
Let's hear it, bro. Let's do it.
And I wrote this song.
Oh my gosh!
It came out while I was in the shower. Do you want to hear it? Here.
Start your screen recorders, folks.
Does this sound okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like how you talk in tune. That's good.
Yeah, that's good, man.
It's like, let's see. I'm standing in the shower daydreaming about. Standing in the shower daydreaming about John Cena. How did he pick the Big Show up on his back? I guess I'm just really missing old John Cena. You can't see him, so wonder where he's at. And his name is John Cena! Well, big man, he was the law. Andre the Giant was like 10 feet tall. Hulk Hogan said some stuff, got recorded. Stuff like, no, I'm not important. Damn, just daydreaming about John Cena.
Did you write that?
I did.
No.
That's great, man.
I'm working on it. I just started.
That's great, man.
You are the wrestling's Weird Al. And that's saying a lot.
I just, good song, if not about WWE. It's not about WWE. It's about
John Cena. It's about
John Cena.
He transcends WWE.
That's good, Gary.
Hey,
don't listen, man. These two dudes right here, those guys like are legit musicians for real.
I'm gonna work that one out. I'm gonna workshop that one a little bit.
Will can sing.
Back to it.
We do a little barbershop stuff.
We do.
I want to be in the room where it happens. I want to be.
It's gonna sound atrocious if we try to sync up.
Be in the room where it happens.
Hey, Kobe, you got a punk rock band?
Oh, dude,
I like that.
Yeah.
You did miss the concert, Pam. You'll have to watch this later. It's a work in progress.
That's good, bro. I'm impressed, man.
Oh, thanks, everybody.
Shout out while we talk about music. We were about to talk about anything, right? On this one?
You're not.
I'm
just
not.
kidding. Not anything, Doc. I mean, there's still
on Sunday. Me and little Petra, were sitting there. We're just piddling around, and we got to watching some YouTubes, and we were watching the 10 most inspired America's Got Talent and Britain's Got Talent auditions. It was great. It's like an hour and 10 minutes. Great, man. It's just all of it's so good. I'm like, gosh, man, all these jokers, their records about to drop. I'm like, dude, y'all listen, man. There's literally over 1 million people in the world, and they, and they got a lot of them got talent, got real talent. But we came across this guy. I don't know. It hit my algorithm, and we came across this guy. He is an Irish guy. His name is Ken Ducrow.
No, it's Sean Ducrow. He's incredible.
Sean Ducrow. He is so good. He is so good.
As soon as you started saying that, I was like, man.
Sean Ducrow.
Did you see where he did you see where he did like the flash mob singing with the choir?
Oh man, he takes the choir students, man, to the mall, to the airport, to the freaking on the subway. Sean Ducrow. You can follow him on all the socials. I'm telling you, I listened to that song his one that he does there is called I'll Be Waiting.
Yep.
I listened to that thing probably 40 times yesterday.
I listened to it in the car with Taylor, my 5-year-old, and he loves it. So he keeps asking. The first thing he did is I could see him in the rear view, and he was just kind of like looking. And he was like, he goes, "What?" He says, "What's this song's named?" So he says, and I said, "It's called I'll Be Waiting." And so now when he gets in the car, he's like, "I want to hear Waiting."
It's so good, man. And if you go look on his TikTok page, which you don't know, he's showing this. You know, he's so pumped about it going out, and it's like the girl on TikTok that did Victoria's Secret, like, you know, just made themselves, got out there, was hustling, and you know, got heard. But he is playing this song for like his girlfriend and all this stuff, and then he plays it for his mom. And it was only then I realized that this is a love song to his dad, who like walked out on him when he was a little kid. Yeah, and that's what about. And you know, I don't know about y'all, you know, I never really knew my dad. From what I knew of him, he was great when he came.
Yeah.
My dad, you know, had his demons and stuff. We always loved him as like Captain Jack Sparrow coming into town when he came. He's so charming and all that, but he was not, you know, he was in and out, and he passed away several years ago. But we find out that he's wrote that song as a love song for his father. Blew my mind.
Yeah. It sounds like
I listened to that like 3 times yesterday.
Did you ever watch that show Modern Family?
Modern Family.
You should watch that if you haven't. It's good. It's really good.
Yeah, it's good.
But you saying that reminded me of like Manny, like the guy who used to play Al Bundy. He's one of the people. He's married to a Latina woman who's, you know, a lot younger, but she has a kid, and so it's like his stepson. All his kids are grown, and then anyway. The kid's name is Manny. And Manny's dad comes around every once in a while, but he's like a rich, like, I don't know. It implies that he's like getting his money in Mexican drug cartels or something, you know. It's like he's very suave and like cool, but just and Manny loves him because he's like so cool when he comes around. But like,
yeah,
the Al Bundy guys like tried to like keep your head level. Come on, man. He's, you know. But
Al Bundy.
Look at that, getting some love from Plunky.
Hey, we're here too.
We're here too, Plunky.
Don't listen to them, Plunky. Jeremiah Plunky is one of
the bearded trio
to ever come out of the great state of Tennessee. One of the greats.
Al Bundy,
Jeremiah Plunkett, Southern style,
and Al Bundy,
Southern hard style. What do they call it? Yeah, king of the hard style. In South.
Yeah.
Sounds right.
He's good. Man.
Plunky, are you in Knoxville? You should let us know. Sophia Vergara.
It's in that Modern Family. I seen an episode and I was like,
now he's like, oh yeah.
Yeah, but we all miss Doc. That's fair. I miss Doc too.
Man, I love you guys. I'm glad we're back. We back. Hey, we back. We're having fun hanging out. Listen, we're gonna be talking a lot of wrestling. We're gonna be talking a lot of just general stuff, man. We're just here hanging out, buds, man. All of us.
Yeah. No politics.
No, I don't know.
That
you're who's buying the WWE, don't you?
God, as soon as I heard that, I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is gonna be awful." But luckily, it was just a rumor. As far as I know, I mean, I guess it could still be a possibility, but
Ed O'Neill. I couldn't think of his name.
Blown out of proportion.
Have you seen that movie Dutch with Ed O'Neill? That movie's great too. I love that movie.
I have not.
Where he has like it's like
she liked the chicken I made for her. Let's see, I thought it was
pretty good. Keep us posted on that.
Yeah, that George Foreman chicken.
Nah, man.
You know it's good on George Foreman. Make a little panini. You ever do that?
Well, I tell you what, you ain't far off from that because you know, little Petra's very, very picky. She eats 2 or 3 things: spaghetti, ramen noodles, pizza, garlic bread, but the cheese quesadilla, which is perfect on the grill.
Oh.
Hey, what did Hulk Hogan ask his arts and crafts class?
Hold on now. What did arts and crafts Hogan?
What did he ask the arts and crafts class?
I like watching the circuits try to connect in Doc's brain.
I know. I'm like, this is right before I don't know what.
What you gonna glue, brother?
Oh my god! What's funny is if I had said that, that would have been so. If I had answered that, that would have been so stupid. I would never, even if I had thought of that. But because you said it, it's fine.
I found a list of WWE jokes.
Oh, perfect.
I don't know.
Monday Night Raw, Smack. I'm just kidding.
We got to come up with some classic, like, what did William Flagg say to the art class?
I just scrolled halfway down, and this is the one that came up. So I guarantee you this doesn't go the way you think it's going to go.
William Flagg!
Why?
Come at your half-mast tape.
Why can't Chris Benoit go to the gas station?
Oh, no.
That's what. That's the joke. It says because he always carries matches.
Oh,
okay. Hey, did y'all happen to see the roast of Ric Flair?
No, I did not.
I never did watch that.
It was. Listen, let me tell you, there were some really funny parts in there, but there were some really cringe-worthy parts in there. Like he tells this joke. You got Brian Knobbs from the Nasty Boys up there on the dais, and the guy who's doing the roasting at that point is like, "Yeah, Brian Knobbs. No one even remembers this loser." He's like, there were more people at a Von Erich family reunion than at his autograph table. And I was like, oh, gosh.
Ooh.
You could tell, like, that did not sit well with Flair. And he did.
Yeah.
He called a couple people out. Like, they were talking about the women on there, and Flair got up there and was like, look, y'all talk about me. I can handle it. The women, y'all got to leave them out of this. They don't – this ain't about, these are –
When was that?
It was the night before Flair's last match.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember hearing about it, but I thought it was not that close.
Ooh, it was rough, man. I mean, it was some funny ones, but it was some of it was hard to stomach.
Man,
I like that Von Erich joke.
Well, we do have some wrestling stuff going on.
Oh, do we?
To talk about. Well, I mean, we've got NWA stuff. If you didn't join us last night on the stream that we just had, the doc, and I was going to ask you, Gary, all of those puns about seeing the doc because you're sick from no wrestling. Did you write that?
It's just dumb. It's just dawning me. It's just dawning on everybody who's saying, "Hey, we missed the doc in the chat tonight," that they're talking about Tom Pritchard.
No, they're not. No, they're talking about you. They're talking about you.
I was like, "Oh, yeah, the doc was in the house tonight."
Wait, did you say dumb puns? Because those were great puns. Those were. I said those. Yeah.
Where are you talking about? As a dumb pun,
like in the newsletter thing and stuff. You mean?
Yeah. Like, and you even said it last night on the stream. You were like,
"Yeah, I think I said it there because I had written it in the."
Yeah, that was good. I I didn't know if it was you or Kyle. I know Kyle writes some copy for the shows and stuff, but that was good. I saw the email.
They've handed over the email.
Yeah, I saw the email and I was like, nice. So, I was like, that sounds like Air Bear.
I was like, this is fun. I like doing this.
AT, man, he knows. He and Plunkett are probably the two greatest wrestlers ever to come out of the state of Tennessee.
Whoa.
Hey, AT, man, speaking of devil himself, January 31st, that brother is going to be in the Champions Series finals.
Look at that.
Yeah. Dude,
top right, looking like he's about to pounce on someone.
Alex Taylor has carried the Champion Series, man. He is winning everything. This Joker right here, man. I'm telling you, Kerry Morton
took out both Hawks boys. Like he took out
nothing to shake a stick at.
Hawks. He took out Hawks Aries single-handedly, bro. And someone asked me last week, who was it? Someone asked me last week about now that Aldis is not active in the NWA, who's my guy? And I said Pope. And my other guy is Alex Taylor. Alex Taylor is my guy.
I love that conversation last night. We had Chris Adonis on there, and it came up that was Alex Taylor more jacked. And Alex has been hammering that on social media today. I saw, he said he didn't want to start any body guy stuff with Chris Adonis, but people have been saying that he's the most jacked member of the team. So.
I mean, and Dak Draper's on the team too. So, I mean, it's not, it takes a lot to be the most jacked guy on the team, but you've got a claim. You've got a legitimate claim, Alex.
Wow. Yeah. I don't know. I don't think Polka Dot Pam's gonna buy that argument.
He's not gonna budge on that one.
Dak Draper's he's a very big man. That guy.
He's big. He definitely is big. Yeah.
Very nice too.
Because I've not seen them in person. You guys have. I've not seen them in person.
Oh,
maybe you're going to be at the live event.
EC3 is very jacked. Yeah, Dak Draper's in the Champion Series finals, and so is EC3, who Nani's talking about. And I'll tell you what, I have never felt like more of a piece of trash than like in Tampa. My hotel room was on the first floor, and so I would leave from like, I don't know, drinking beer with
New Orleans,
Alex Taylor.
New Orleans.
Yeah, I'm sorry, New Orleans.
I was trying to get ahead of that.
I don't know anymore where I am, but like Pam and I don't know, like Alex Taylor and people like that be drinking in the lobby, and then I'd get my stuff together. And I'm like, I want to go back to my room, and it's like 4:00 in the morning or something.
Yeah,
and EC3's in the gym that I have to pass with like all glass walls. And he's already up, like he's been asleep, and he woke up, and he's in there like half naked doing push-ups, and I'm just like, I'm just gonna take my fat ass to the hotel.
He looks at you with contempt and spots off freaking doggone Riddle. Some weird. Yeah. Okay.
That doesn't sound like you, Pam.
Yeah.
No.
Anyway, yeah, I think Dak Draper, we're gonna see a lot more out of him, Kobe. Like, he's pretty incredible.
Well, there's a chance he could have a title shot coming out of Live Power.
My man's in the house. Wrestling with the MMA's in the house.
Yeah.
Wrestling with the MMA.
My boy.
A lot of OGs
He's been with us.
here.
Doc, did you watch Miami Connection? Wrestling with the MMA and I were talking about that. He was.
Oh, dude, I have not, but I'm waiting for the Cinema Shock podcast episode. I heard
it came out today. So
did it? Okay, cool.
Yeah, the new episode of Cinema Shock came out today. We covered Miami Connection, and if you have not seen Miami Connection, it is worth your time to see it. It's a little movie. It was put together by a Tai Chi grandmaster who lived in Tampa and Orlando. It's sort of Orlando. And in Orlando is where most of the movie takes place, but it is called the Miami Connection, which is interesting. And it is one of the worst movies you'll ever see. Like,
I'm gonna watch it. I pretty typically, Gary, you ain't gonna believe this, but you can ask Tanya. This is a true story. We got a McKay's. I don't know if you got a McKay's in South Carolina. McKay's is like a used DVD bookstore, but I
have
always
a Mr. K's.
A Mr.
Weird
K's
that it's like that close in the name.
We any episode they do on Cinema Shock that I've not seen, I go get it from McKay's. So I've got like over the last 2 years since 2 or 3 years since I've been listening to Psychotronic and then Cinema Shock. I've built up my cult film library. So I've got like every Sam Raimi movie. I've got freaking everything. I got all the stuff, man, all the things. And that's one I got to go get. But I was going to ask you, can you give me a little hint on what the next series is going to be about? Because you said you were going to drop it after this episode. I haven't seen it yet. It's out now, so it's in the public.
Yeah. So it's I don't know anything about this next series. I'm learning about it now, and this guy is pretty wicked. I don't know if your wife will be into this. My wife is not. It is Alejandro Jodorowsky is the director we're following. We're going to do 4 of his movies. We're going to start a series about the Midnight movie, and he is one of the first. Where he had a movie called El Topo, which is kind of a Western, but he's like he's Spanish, I believe. I can't remember right now. I'm just starting my research on that, but yeah, Jodorowsky, and it's trippy. He's a trippy guy. Like his movies are real weird. So
you guys ever done?
Y'all do a lot of trippy freaking movies, though.
y'all ever done Ready to Rumble? A David Arquette joint.
We did do a wait. Did we do that?
You need to do a whole David Arquette series, man.
Yeah,
no, I was going to say on the podcast. I guess it was before you guys probably, but we did do a crossover with Cinema Shock where I put the Ready to Rumble episode on there. Yeah,
I think I remember that.
Yeah, we did. This was when it was Psychotronic Film Society, I think, but we did do Ready to Rumble.
Todd Davis is just a bit and they piss me off all the time. I feel like Gary's the voice of reason on that show, but I've come to love them. I've come to really love them, and I really look forward to these episodes. Y'all need to follow Cinema Shock. I'm telling you, it's a really, really, really informational, educational, entertaining. Probably, as far as I'm concerned, it's probably next to like Last Podcast on the Left. Is probably the most entertaining pop culture thing out there. I really love it. I do, man. I
appreciate that. It is at cinema_shock. If you want to follow that, we'll put it over. But it's on all your podcast stuff. But we usually pick a series. We just did a series on Sam Raimi. So we walk you through, like, instead of just random movies, it's usually a series based on somebody. So like with Sam Raimi, we started at the beginning with Evil Dead and kind of watch it through like his career, basically. We skipped Spider-Man for now. We're coming back to it in the summer. And
I feel like I gave 3 months of my life to Sam Raimi, man. We were on here for forever. But they're great. They're all great guys, man. Todd and Justin are good. They get into talking. When they start talking politics and religion, it pisses me off. But they're good guys. But Gary always reins them in, man. Gary's always with the voice of reason on there.
Hey, you gotta ease into these things. So I don't know. Takeshi Miike is who Wrestling with the MMA is talking about there, and that guy would be fantastic. Except that guy I think he literally has like 150 movies. I think he does.
Buckle up.
I swear to God, like 30 movies a year or something. But his most famous is probably Audition. Like, people would know him from Audition. If you've never seen Audition, the Japanese film, it's pretty wild and agonizing. But it's a wicked movie.
Yeah, I've got that. I think I have that. I've either got like some deluxe edition or I've got like the Criterion collection of that movie or something. If there's one, I've got some kind of like special box edition of that movie.
All right, we can talk about wrestling, Will. I know you were trying to get us there. And,
we were talking about Live Power.
Hey, you got some videos dropped today, Will.
I had some videos drop. Yeah, I did.
Let's see one.
Well, I'm going to go into, we don't have a name for this yet, but what we're going to do is every week, one of us, for probably about half the show or whatnot, will come up with some good content to watch and talk about. And it might be wrestling related, might be not. I got some wrestling, some not. But one of the things I've been trying to do, there's so much wrestling on television right now, and it's always been that way, but trying to keep up with it, it's damn near impossible. But I still love wrestling. I know you too. Like, there's still, there's so much wrestling going on. The NWA is great, but wrestling is so much bigger than that. And so just trying to follow what's been going on for the past couple of weeks. So I have some clips from, some of the bigger promotions and things like that and what's going on. I figure we could look at them and just kind of give our take, even if we don't really know what's going on. And anybody in the chat who is following this stuff wants to chime in, feel free. But the first one's kind of a fun one. It is, I think his name, I'm going to butcher his name, Paul William Hauser, something like that. It's going to say it as soon as it comes on. But he was in Cobra Kai. And
Stingray.
Stingray.
Oh, Ralph Macchio.
No, not Ralph Macchio. But he just won a Golden Globe for Blackbird, I believe, that he was in. And so he was on AEW Dynamite this week, and it was pretty interesting. So
ladies and gentlemen, Golden Globe winner, Paul Walter Hauser. Paul, you just won a Golden Globe for your performance in Blackbird. Incredible. And during this career-defining moment, your acceptance speech, you actually shone a light on our industry. Get the tables. What have the past few days been like for you?
Oh my God, I love professional wrestling. It's an honor to be here tonight with you guys. Seriously. I'm a lifelong fan of acting. I pour my heart and my soul into it, just as your husband does to this sport. And I gotta say, as much as I love film and television, there is nothing I love more than professional wrestling. And let me say, if given the opportunity, I always bypass Connecticut and head straight to Jacksonville because in AEW, you never know what's going to happen.
True story. Paul Walter Hauser.
Paul Walter Hausen.
Nice. I hear a lot of talk about awards. Well, Danhausen won an award himself. He was the #1 merchandise seller in AEW. Yes, that's right. It was thanks to all of these fan houses, but they do have a bit of a problem. It appears that Danhausen, that's me, was not given a physical award. So, I think you should give me this one.
You know what? Ladies and gentlemen, should the new name of this award be Golden Globe Hausen?
No, what's this?
How many people are coming out here? What's happening?
Plenty more.
Well, this could be bad news for the Hausens and the Hausers.
That's freaking Sanjay Dutt.
The Hausens.
Do the math. Somebody's in trouble.
And he got 7'4", 1 in a billion Satnam Singh.
And that little weasel with the pencil. Hate that guy, Sanjay Dutt. So do I. Finally agree on something.
No. Time out. I know this is your show, but we're not in Memphis. This is my turf, Los Angeles, California. So before you say slap-ass this, and I'm a Hall of Famer, and I invented the figure 4, let me just say this. You look like a woman who owns a Crunch Fitness. You never even play that guitar that you bring literally everywhere.
True story.
And if I gotta be honest, your guys here, I mean, they look like they're dressed for a homeschool prom.
Ouch. I like Satnam's suit. Whoa!
Oh, wow.
Paul Walter just got decked by Jay Lethal. Jay Lethal just threw a right hand to a Golden Globe winner.
Man.
Oh, no. And
Oh, my God. The Golden Globe celebration is over.
And Satnam Singh is just holding Danhausen back.
Put it. Damn, it's just like you said, Chris.
There's no acting involved there, Hauser. He's down and out. Take that Golden Globe and stick it. This is AEW, pal. Not Actors Paradise.
Oh, wait, then look at Jay Lethal with the Golden Globe.
You know how heavy those are? They're made of solid gold. It's a battle royal out there tonight, boys.
Orange Cassidy, the best friend.
Help is on the way. Help is on the way.
We heard from them this past Wednesday night. They said everything was fine. And the Orange Cassidy and the best friends back together, coming to the aid of Danhausen. Paul Walter Hauser, obviously not a best friend.
I don't think the Screen Actors Guild is going to be happy about this. Fines are coming.
Interesting.
I liked it better when Jeff Jarrett's guitar was silver.
Still smashes so cleanly, though. That's my favorite thing.
He looks good. He's in good shape.
I wouldn't mind getting smashed over the head with it, to be honest. I feel like it would probably feel good.
I never noticed how much the Golden Globe looks like something besides the Golden Globe Award.
What is it? Like a tower?
Yeah, like a tower.
Sort of.
That you'd put in your butt.
I got a few thoughts about this.
Well, that went a certain way.
Yeah.
I didn't know this was the After Dark edition. Ooh, it's not 8 o'clock yet.
Yeah. What belt is that, Doc? Is that the Tennessee Heavyweight Wrestling Championship of the World?
Tennessee Championship of the World, held by
Alex Taylor.
Alex Taylor. Maybe Plunkett might have held this belt too. I'm not sure. I think he might have held that.
Did you win it from him?
No, this is in my personal collection. I own this belt. I made it. Yeah, this is an AWF belt that I acquired, and I just wanted to rep my Tennessee boys. Tennessee boys are wild, And since we got Plunky and AT, great trophy here. I cherish this. This is one of my favorite things I have. Mae Valentine loves this belt.
Wow.
She got a kick out of the Tennessee Heavyweight Championship of the world, but I got it right here. But a couple thoughts on the whole the Double J thing. What's the guy's name?
Which guy?
Jeff Jarrett.
No, the other one.
Paul Walter Hauser.
Paul Walter Hauser, man, that
Phil
played Johnny in Cobra Kai. He really let himself go.
Hey,
he's in between seasons.
I was going to say this too. Here's my 2 thoughts about him before you get into it. Number one, hell of a promo, like great. I mean, I know he's an actor,
right.
so I mean that was hilarious. And I think, I mean, his beard is in a place where if we ever were going to expand to another bearded man that loves wrestling, he could be in the running if he wanted to. I know he's a big
I don't
star.
like how he disrespects Double J. I don't think
Okay.
he'd fit in. We're talking about a 6-time world champion. By the way,
You're just afraid he's going to call you a woman that owns what is it called? I think around here it's called Curves. What did he call it?
Crunch Fitness.
Crunch Fitness.
Crunch Fitness.
Yeah. The Indian guy. That's Singh. I think was his last name. Is that his? He's
Singh.
huge. That's
Boy, big man.
Well, we're talking about him going in there and just making taking liberties with the lips against Double J. Jeff Jarrett, 6-time NWA World's Heavyweight Champion, mind you. By the way, interestingly, when Jeff Jarrett signs his signature, he signs 6X, right? 6 times, which is another indication of why Ray Gonzalez's bullcrap title reign does not count, because if it had counted, he would have been a 7-time champion. So even Jeff Jarrett doesn't acknowledge that. But I just, he got his comeuppance. Good for you, Double J, one of the greats.
I'll tell you what I didn't like about Hauser too was that he took the mic out of Renee's hand. I don't appreciate that. First of all,
same thing, man. That dude, Mercurio, did the same thing to me, man. Did the same thing.
You'll take the mic out of the interviews. Marquez, I remember Marquez, at the when he was doing Power, he would fuss at people about that.
Yeah,
you'll take the mic from me.
No, you don't.
This is my job. This is what I do.
I'm just saying, this dude. I don't know who it is. He's a big wrestling fan. You put some respect on Double J's name. That's all I'm saying.
Well, didn't know you felt so strongly.
What do you think about his line about bypassing Connecticut and going to Jacksonville? It's kind of a dig at WWE.
I don't have any problem. Let me note that we've clearly lost referee James Lawrence.
Oh yeah, he's gone. Sorry about that.
We lost a few of them. I think when we played the
like a Young Bucks match or something.
I don't mind a little. I have nothing against WWE, man. I think WWE's fine. They're good. It's going to be okay. But I don't mind a little dig.
I feel like every time I've seen AEW or something, it's like the easy reaction thing to say.
It is.
And so it's like, oh snap! They said something about WWE or whatever.
Like,
it's
lost a lot of the luster, I think.
Yeah, I am of the mindset, like at first with like Jericho and stuff, it was real like, when they were like first year of business. But now it's kind of, it sort of feels like a, low hanging fruit. Like, how can we get a pop from the crowd? And
or as Roy Caps would say, it's cheap heat.
It's cheap heat. That's right. It's cheap heat. It's the same thing. Good, same thing as going into the town and talking about how stupid they are,
or taking a dig on their sports
team. That's the classic, man. That is the classic.
Let me tell you something right now. The Georgia Bulldogs suck.
I'll tell you the dangerous thing about it
is
for me, and I feel like I'm kind of like I sound like I'm trashing AEW here, but I will say this: the more you do it, if they keep doing it, the more WWE never does it. That they're like, we don't even acknowledge that they exist. Then it just makes you look worse. I feel like it's like if you really lean into it, the other guys just like, I don't care about you existing at all. Like you don't matter. And it's rough. Like I don't know.
So I have all these like old Coke bottles behind me. I thought I had a football, and this is Georgia Bulldogs.
Yeah.
1985 tennis champions.
Yep. That's good, man.
I thought I had
got a couple of bottles. I've got one signed over there, a national championship model signed by the great Vince Dooley. It's one of my prized possessions, along with the Tennessee Heavyweight Championship of the World.
I'll have to find it. Oh, here it is. 1980 national champions. Look at that.
That's it. Yeah, I got a couple of those. That's a great bottle. It's classic. They don't. The bottles aren't big like that anymore. I've got the new one. The new
I wonder what this will taste like, man.
Oh gosh, you probably won't survive.
Did you ever see that video where the dude opened like a Crystal Pepsi or whatever?
No.
Drink it. He like bought one off eBay or something. That'd be awesome to try. Not really. But.
All right, one more AEW and then we'll move on.
Terry McDermott says he cannot get into AEW, and you just keep showing him.
Well, listen, I got one more. Listen, one of my favorite things. Yeah, no.
While Terry McDermott's on my mind, Terry McDermott's been doing some good stuff on social media, man. He's been doing some remembrances and some throwback stuff with the notepad and all that. Give Terry McDermott a follow, man. He's been doing some good things here last little bit of time, man.
Good job, Terry.
Shout, bro.
One of my favorite things is I'm a sucker for a return, for a big pop, things like that. And there was one of those that I was actually pretty excited for this past week on AEW.
It's great being back in Los Angeles. It's great being back at the Kia Forum. But I need to say this. I take no pleasure in welcoming our next guests. You know it's all about.
Check it out, man. We have not seen Adam Cole in months, and he is back in AEW as we return to the fabulous Kia Forum in Los Angeles. Big shocker. Great.
Wow.
Yeah.
Adam
so.
Cole, baby.
Oh, come on, dude. And here's the thing, too.
Thanks for that trip down Basicsville. So he's the freaking Taylor Swift.
What do the kids say these days? Mid.
Yeah. No, listen. I guess I'm in the minority here because I love Adam Cole.
Did we get one of these, Noni? I've been wondering about these.
The best thing
these are all from
Adam
YouTube.
Cole is freaking Britt Baker.
These are all from YouTube. I made sure that there's some of them that I can't show because it does have like copyrighted stuff. But
I don't know. We're getting a lot of these. Oops, whoops.
Oh, did we?
Yeah. So I'm like, I was wondering about it. I was like, when you go over like a minute, especially like with a video, like you start, and I think sometimes it's even like, I think the way you get around like fair use is if you could hop in every 15, 30 seconds somewhere in there, and like you're adding commentary to it.
Yeah, that's for educational purposes. Blah blah.
Totally be bad. So we must have got.
He's trying to stop us. I wonder if are we on right now? If we're back,
we might be off right now.
Are we off?
What?
Yeah, I think we're dead on YouTube.
Wow.
Really?
Well,
yeah, these guys can't see us anymore.
Let's go off and come back on.
Are we still on anywhere?
I mean, it's
probably
still
still on
on everywhere on this, but
good job, Will. It's probably not because of that. It's probably because of this. They're like, whoa, hold on now.
Well, it's copyrighted. You can't do that. Let's see. Stream unavailable. Oh my gosh. Stream suspended in policy violations.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well. All right.
Yeah, they killed us for these AEW clips.
I think we're back. Though.
Oh, we're back on?
I think so. Looks like we are. Yeah. We're back. Sorry. My bad.
So you guys think it was because of that. It's because of this. Like the fact that I've got it.
Yeah, you can't show the visual representation of the Tennessee World Championship.
Can't be having the Tennessee heavyweight title of the world.
Yeah.
Oh,
all right. Well,
man.
I won't show my next two. Or I won't show my next one because it could possibly end up the same way.
Impact? probably not going to have as big a reach.
Oh no. Well, I could show that. I mean, that was one of the other ones.
I wanted to talk a little bit about women's wrestling tonight anyway.
Yeah, well, this is from their tweet. I mean, obviously one of the big things that happened this weekend was a good friend of the show, Makins.
Mickie James shares this victory with everyone who's ever believed in her. You see her beckoning there to her family, her son.
There's her son Donovan, our security here, trying to allow Mickie James' family through the barricade to celebrate with her.
The very reason she does what she does each and every night, each and every week, each and every year of her 20-plus years in this illustrious sport of ours. Mickie James proving that she still belongs.
Yeah, except for AEW.
Today's Hammerstone's birthday, by the way. Hammerstone!
Well, don't let MLW hear you say that.
Y'all need to go back and watch, if you can find a copy of that great event, watch Mickey's ring entrance.
Oh, it was great.
It was a great ring entrance, paying tribute to her Native American ancestry. Plus, our boys are here, did her music, which is great. And I got a little text from a guy you guys might recognize by the name of Nick. And the text says this. It says, thought of you last night when we came through Ringgold on the way to Atlanta. I was like, oh,
that's
not
too
enough
sweet,
to stop.
man.
Not enough to
Yeah,
stop.
Not enough to
James,
stop.
You can't call a brother?
You can't. I
Win
did.
the
I did.
Impact Women's title.
I said,
yes.
you should have hit me up, man.
She did. And I will say this too, suspiciously right around Royal Rumble time, she wins the title again. So I'm just saying that.
Just saying.
Out loud for no reason.
You're just saying what we're all thinking, bro. You're just saying what we're all thinking.
It's not cultural.
I don't know if that's going to happen.
She's Native American.
She's Native.
Yeah, she's Native American.
She's like not even like super distant. Like,
no, he's talking about me. He's talking about me because I'm from Georgia and I've got a Tennessee. True.
Everything is not about that.
No, it'd be cultural appropriation if you were like eating bowl peanuts and
before I
chewing
said
tobacco.
this aside, I do want to point out this
knocked out most of your teeth.
Yeah, that would be.
If you look at it on this trophy, you got the 4 side plates, each depicting one of
a different city in America.
Yeah, Nashville, Memphis,
in the
world, Chattanooga, and Philadelphia.
Philadelphia, Tennessee,
Knoxville. Yeah. Speaking of women's wrestling, if I may, in the latest episode of Pro Wrestling Illustrated, I just want to point this out because this is a female wrestler that is near and dear to our hearts here on the TIPW fam, and that is Rachel Rose. Rachel Rose is featured in this Hearts of Texas, a really good article about her feud with Hyan, and I think Rachel Rose is one of the best talents ever to come out of Booker T's school, and I believe it's in San Antonio or it might be Houston. But she's just phenomenal, and this is a great article. If you get a chance, this is the February 2023 issue of Pro Wrestling Illustrated. Got a good article on Rachel Rose in here, and you got a lot of NWA content in here, man. You got, I think there's a Pollo Del Mar article in here. You got May Valentine's featured in here. You got an article about Tyrus and there's
Kyle.
This is Big Head. You got about Nick Aldis and the lovely Mickie James.
Mickie James, that's her name. She's a champion.
It's just this issue. You just feel you got Ricky Morton and May Valentine right there. You just feel Brian Solomon's loving hand over this issue with how much he is devoted to the history, tradition, legacy of the National Wrestling Alliance. Look at here, Gary. Your girls, the Hex.
Oh, the Hex. Love the Hex.
Yeah. So
2 questions I often ask myself are, who still buys DVDs and who still buys magazines? And tonight, both of those questions were answered for me. It's the doc. He's keeping both of those industries alive still.
I'm creating an archive.
Hey,
Okay.
I gotta get. I thought I would never do physical media again, but like Doc with like Cinema Shock, it's made me go in and like I'm collecting like nice versions of the movies that we cover.
Well, you need to put them on those shelves behind you. Those empty shelves behind you.
That's what I'm working on, man.
Okay.
You talking about me? Oh, him. Okay. About to say I'm saving this because I
there's
those
Blu-rays all stacked
Powertrain
right
wrestling
there,
figures. That series of Powertrain wrestling figures, like
Oh.
because I got them coming, and I'm saving this space for that.
Nice.
It's a Sweet Charlotte right there.
And Kobe's talking about the 10 pounds of gold DVDs. You would probably not be surprised, Kobe, like how many times people ask about the 10 pounds of gold.
And that's one of the few pieces of media that's not available to stream right now anywhere. I mean, if I want to go watch it, I can't. So that's one I would definitely love to have. I think I've got a couple of NWA DVDs. I've got like Into the Fire. I've got maybe Power Season 1, possibly. But I don't even have a DVD player, so I'd have to go buy a DVD player.
You have a VCR?
Yeah, VHS only. So if they don't put it out on VHS, if somebody can dub the 10 pounds of gold onto a VHS for me,
there it is.
Awesome, actually.
And hopefully I don't have to adjust my tracking. I hate that.
The smell of a book, man, highlighting, taking notes. I mean, you guys have seen my stuff. I mean, y'all got.
Oh, I mean, books. Yeah, dude, I got a Kindle and I barely use it compared to like, I still like just having, I like physical books for sure.
Yeah, for sure. My wrestling Bible over there is like, I bought a couple copies of it. I bought one to not touch. And then I bought one that I've got like note cards taped in there, freaking highlighting, marker, everything. And it's got a PS5 that you can borrow, Will. I talked to him about it.
You got a PS5? Oh, those play DVDs, huh?
They play 4K.
Ooh. You would
let me borrow I got a PS5 for Christmas.
He said you could borrow it.
Gary said I could borrow it. You're saying Gary said I thought you said you had one.
No, I don't have one. I don't.
He's volunteering your shit, Gary.
I don't think you're going to lose the fight.
I've got the oldest possible webcam. I've got the oldest possible webcam. I've got stuff that can go into black and white and zoom in. You think I got a PS5, bruh? I can't even spell
PS5.
I got an Xbox 360 over there.
Oh, I just got a Switch. So that's
I got a Coleco. I got a Coleco Vision.
I think most of that NWA stuff is still like just a little behind the scenes. It's like secretly still there. They just don't have it, on, and so you can't view it. And I remember Galley saying this one time, and this feels like something Billy would be thinking is that the most valuable thing that a company can have like that is the library. So
yeah,
it's true.
So I'm sure they're considering, how to best use that to benefit the company. So that's the reason they don't just turn it back on YouTube, I think. I had an Atari 2600. I loved it.
Oh, dude. Thing. Greatest game of all time was Pac-Man. That and Mike Tyson's Punch-Out on the NES.
Yeah.
Cool.
I love this. Like, assuming I got $20. Come on. All right, I got one more thing. Where are we at? Oh yeah, we got about 5 minutes. This is really cool. This is not wrestling.
Is it going to keep us on the air?
Hopefully. I did make sure to get, you'll see why in a minute, but I made sure to get this is like a cover of songs. Well, anyways, I was scrolling Instagram today. You guys know I'm a huge Metallica fan. Also, Instagram knows I'm a huge Metallica fan. And I'm also a father of a 5-year-old. And this popped up and just completely, I went down the rabbit hole and looked at all of this kid's videos. This is a 6-year-old kid and his dad.
You ready?
Master of Puppets Swede.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, that's the reason why I'm not going to pick the guitar back up on the screen.
That's what I said. You picked up the guitar earlier, and I was like, "Oh, this is not to show you up, but there's a 6-year-old child who can play all of us under the table."
That's what I'm talking about, man. It's like we Petra and I on Sunday morning we're watching did I say the story already about because we talked about Sean Ducrot.
Yes.
I'm like, man, all these jokers out here talking about, hey, my record about to drop and blah, 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 blah. You're not that talented. You're not that talented, man.
They're right place at right time.
I've seen people in the subways in Chicago that were freaking crazy talented.
Yep.
You know, that kid's going to be good, man. He's starting now.
Dude, yeah. I love his hair too, man. Like,
yeah, great hair.
That was like, as a bald man, I'm very jealous of that. But that was like the hair I always wanted as a kid, just like this, you know. And my hair was too thick. It would just start like, just looking nasty. So I could never get to that point. So rock on.
Yeah.
I put his name on there.
That's the problem I
go
deal
back
with,
and watch
bro.
it. Go watch all his videos, man. I mean, a lot of them he's playing along with the actual track, so I couldn't put that on here, or else it would definitely have gotten us taken down. But I mean, go watch their videos. It's incredible. I mean, a 6-year-old kid. There's another one where he has perfect pitch based on Metallica songs. So his dad says, "What's the first note of Enter Sandman?" And he's like, E. And he's like, "What does E sound like?" He's like, And he's like, "Okay, now play it." And he's like, and he's like right on every time. He does like 3 or 4 Metallica songs and like knows them. I'm like, man, as a music guy, that one got to me. I was like, all right, there's some hope for the future.
Oh yeah, man. These kids like that are gonna blow it up later on in life if they stick with it and stuff.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It's interesting, like especially when they learn that stuff early. Like, if you haven't heard today, the new 33 podcast just dropped. If you guys haven't been listening to that with Billy Corgan, and they're talking about the new Autumn album, but this one was recorded a day after Lisa Marie Presley passed, and he and Lisa Marie were really good friends, and so he's reminiscing on that. But he talks a lot about also like they get into like what made the Presleys special, and like what made Elvis special, and then like somebody like Lisa Marie having that inside her, but it just never, you know, I don't want to like ruin the story, but basically just talking about how like she never accomplished the same stuff or like got it there. It was just like a weird combination of things. It's a really cool story when he talks about her.
Yeah,
but
I just sent you
worth listening
a
to.
video, Will.
Well, I block attachments from you.
Do you? Can you throw that up? Because this is one of my students. I can't throw it up.
Okay. Yeah, let me see.
Yeah, this is one of my students right here.
Just kidding.
She's so talented. She last year, Piper. Well, 2 years ago, Piper was in her first musical. She was one of the supporting actresses in the original high school production of Mary Poppins. And the girl that you're going to see in this video that Will showed up played Mary Poppins. She's crazy talented. But just talking about how, man, we got hope for the future. If Will, you can throw this up, man. I'd love for the people to see this. Amazing.
Hang on.
Get ready. Hey, Polka Dot Pam, Honey McPony, get your tissues ready. Nathan, get your tissues ready. Roydy Caps, James, Wild Arms 007, Wild Arms 007.
Wild Arms.
Got him.
All right.
Wild Arms 007. Get y'all tissue. Dead Kobe, get them ready. This girl's so crazy talented.
Why you go send us off with something that's gonna make us cry?
Yeah, it's a good.
Is this gonna make us cry?
Piper and I watched Dead Poet Society last night. She's like,
"Oh, that's a great movie.
That felt good to get a good cry in."
Yeah, dude. All right, let me see if I can do this here.
This is beautiful. Trust me.
Share screen. I don't usually do this. Garrett usually does this. Does it share audio?
I don't remember. There may be a box you have to check or something down there, but I
don't see it. All right. Can y'all tell me if you can hear it or no?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, whatever.
Oh yeah, Doc's gotta get his little commentary.
Man, I hate my job. Yeah.
Man, I've always wanted to be able to play piano like that, though. That's
she's
kind
so
of
good.
I know she's good, man, and she's got a good voice.
I've always
she's
been
a
guitar player.
5-tool actress, man. She's a 5-tool talent. She can sing, play. She does like pro wrestling. She was on the remember years ago when we did the Mongrovian national anthem? Yep. She was in that.
Oh,
yeah, she was in that.
Nice. Well, this has been a lot of fun. I like hanging out with you guys. I like our fam in the chat here.
Yeah, feels
fun.
This is good. It's good, man. It's good. It's a good thing.
These are good hangouts on Tuesdays. These are like palate cleansers after you get through Mondays, and it feels a little more stressful, and then you get to these nice ones where we just hang out. And we, if Tony Khan would leave us alone, Tony.
Seriously, God, now we learned our lesson.
Gosh, Tony, man.
Back off, Tony.
like how it took you a while to find the button. You were like,
I know. I was like, isn't it? I don't know.
Oh man.
Ooh.
Whoa! Whoa! That's all I
just
got.
wait for Doc to smash his face into the camera. All right, we gotta go. We're getting yelled at. So it's time to leave.
Cool.
And we're glad to, Terry. Glad to have all of you guys around. Thank you.
What?
Why is Doc like? I don't know.
Why? Like what?
You're crying now. Will's upside down, and
what's going on here?
Hang on.
Now we see how far Tony's vendetta against the NWA goes. So until we got a better idea, we're going to do more of this stuff where we can show some stuff on the streams. I think that's the idea. We'll each take turns, like picking out some stuff to show, and we'll figure out a way to do it where we can get around these.
We might just have to. I think with
AEW, we have to. We are on Twitch, Wild Arms, right now.
Yes, we are.
It's just at TIPW show, right?
I think This Is Pro Wrestling also on.
Maybe it is
on Twitch. Twitch.tv/This Is Pro Wrestling.
Yeah, so we are on there, Wild Arms.
There's just nobody watching us over there, but you could be the one.
They're all watching Zicky Dice's.
And we're going to figure this out because some people do it. You said all that stuff was on YouTube. I don't know how they do it. I see people. Maybe we have to be like screen sharing style or something, and like talking at the same time.
Over it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Can we get a permission
so we
slip?
could say
permission slip, like handwritten. If we just make one, it's like they can use it. But we got a slip.
Yeah.
There's something about the way you can like have like little short clips, or you can like jump in every so often, or like you can you have to prove you're like providing critique or commentary or something that gets you in the fair use realm.
I think if we had played the clip and I had turned the volume way down and we had talked over it just like this, it probably would have been okay. We can try that next time. Anytime we have something questionable.
Well, then we wouldn't have heard a speech.
Huh?
Will we have heard a speech then?
Not really, but I mean, we could summarize it.
We could take parts.
Oh, it says Poyo can help us.
All right, I'll text Poyo.
Take parts in that.
I got Poyo on speed.
Hey, I'll do Downhausen.
Yeah.
I've definitely seen people on Twitch watching AEW. So
Twitch.
I mean,
Twitch
one
is
more
the place
thing
to do that kind of stuff.
The Kazana podcast, the Joe Kazana podcast, featured
with Poyo
and the Thrill Billy the other day. Was freaking hilarious. It was hilarious. Go give.
I saw a little bit of it where like Poyo's talking about going and getting that new coochie.
Yeah,
and
very funny stuff.
Give us Dockhausen. You need to show up with your face.
Oh my gosh. Shoulders up like this.
That's good. I like that.
Have you seen him without the face paint on? Sorry. Have you seen him without the face paint on?
Danhausen?
The Doc, yeah. Have you seen Doc without face paint on? He's got face paint on right now. Yeah, Danhausen, have you seen him with no face paint?
I don't think I have.
It's interesting.
I thought that was just how his face looked.
Yeah, no, he's a good looking guy.
Okay.
I believe it.
Yeah. Came across him on Facebook the other day, like his real like person profile. And I was like, oh.
Okay. I'll tell you who's surprisingly like soft spoken is Zach De La Rocha from Rage Against the Machine. If you guys ever get a chance to listen to his interviews, he's always like, we appreciate all our fans.
I don't want to know. I can't.
I'm like, dude, whoa.
That'll kill the persona. I can't watch that.
Yeah. No, he's very, very kind, man. Very, very soft.
I just assume he just talks like, yeah, boy. Oh, fight the power. It's just always kind of screaming a little bit.
He sounds like Public Enemy.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna do what you tell me. Don't do what you tell me.
Just to everything. Anytime anybody says anything.
Hey, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Stoplight.
We'll do what you tell me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's
And
the
all
bathroom?
hell
It's
can't
down that
stop
way.
us
I
now.
won't do what you tell me.
All right, we're leaving. Thanks for everybody hanging
All
out.
right.
We love you guys. We will
Enjoy,
see you
enjoy
next
your,
week.
Do the enjoy your.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Gonna do it. You guys enjoy your gravy cake.